Hello, this is Gregory Wilson with WeddingSpeechMaster.com. I'm here with some groom wedding speech tips. Many men list their wedding night as the most frightening night of their lives. Scared or not, it's time to step up to the plate and prove that you're the bride's perfect man with a unique speech. Your handsome mug in that jet black tuxedo won't distract people for long, so get prepared. It's always a good tactic to know who will be giving their own speeches on the wedding night. In many cases, the bride will give a speech that represents the groom as well. Yes, this could mean that you don't have to give a speech. However, this is an excellent opportunity to extend your thoughts, wishes, and appreciations about the bride on the wedding day. Personally, I think that the bridegroom has a responsibility as a future husband to give a speech, but that's just my opinion. Know the order of presentation. The groom will hand off the microphone to the next speech presenter, so it's a good idea to know who comes before and after you. The general speech order is as follows: father of the bride, mother of the bride, groom, bride, maid of honor, bridesmaids, and best man. This isn't set in stone. Let's get into some quick but significant tips for the groom's speech content. Large groups of people can be hard to write speeches for because of the diverse background and ages of the audience. As such, a good groom speech will stay away from potentially offensive comedy or stories. No bridegroom speech should be without some off-the-path snippets to garner some laughs and cries, but neglect anything that seems too risky. Incorporate a funny quote. Famous people and comedians are always testing out new material. Watching the reaction from their audience lets you know if it's a crowd pleaser. Try this one on for size. In Hollywood, brides keep the bouquets and throw away the groom, by Groucho Marx. Thank yous. A great deal of money and effort has gone into the wedding, more so than might have been revealed to you, the groom. It's essential that a few sentences of the groom's speech be dedicated to expressing gratitude to those who made the wedding possible. This helps you to be perceived as a courteous and honorable groom. Pay special attention to both sets of parents. It makes them feel special. Speak of the qualities of the bride that attracted you to her in the first place. Emphasize the qualities that make her special and unique, such as her intelligence, kind-heartedness, beauty, expression, skills, and anything else. Tell a story about the very first meeting and what went through your head. How did the first date go? It's always good to say something to the extent of, "This is the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with." Avoid cheesy one-liners by speaking directly from the heart. The speech will likely end with the introduction of the best man. He'll likely roast you a bit, so feel free to take a few soft cracks at him before he takes the stage. Comedic play between the groom and best man is entirely expected. You're best buds after all. Always leave talk of ex-wives and girlfriends out of the picture. It's not flattering to the bride or anyone else in the room. It may be a joke between you and the best man, but it's inappropriate. Also, unless the crowd is particularly small, inside jokes are not a good idea because they leave certain people out of the loop. The bridesmaids are an important part of the ceremony and should receive thanks by the groom. Comment on their beauty and their integral part in making the processions go well. If the room is small enough, consider not using a microphone. If you're not familiar with microphone use, it can be an unexpected challenge to keep your voice clear and coherent through the mic. You'll spend less time talking and more time apologizing to the crowd as you try to figure that microphone out. Index cards with notes are the best way to keep speech reminders within hand's reach. Bind them together with a staple so they don't go out of sequence. Even after rehearsing the speech 100 times, the fear of public speaking can cause the groom to forget some or all of the speech. No one will mock you for using cues, as long as your eyes are not glued to the paper instead of their eyes. Toasting the bridesmaids is a common way to end the groom's speech. However, you'll need to remember to have a glass with champagne ready. Extreme fear of speaking can be quelled by standing behind a table or podium. This is a politician's trick that helps them to feel less exposed and on display while speaking. Buttering up the father-in-law can be done by thanking him for the speech that preceded yours. Thank him for allowing you to marry his daughter. And that's all the tips I have for you on groom wedding speeches. If you want more tips and tricks on how to give a proper wedding speech, please visit WeddingSpeechMaster.com.